Good old Windows search. So whilst I peruse my file system for Godot, I will put our faces on. And if anybody's got any questions, especially about my confusion, by the way, I do. Yeah, rather than just in general, it's no, that's not confusion. That's just a question. um, yeah, it's really bizarre how I've been through this iteration process a few different times, and how I've obviously done something in a slightly different way, and it's really just shoved a spanner in the whole export process. Yeah. Yes. And it comes down the line and goes, what is going on? He's a real boy?
I exist.
I don't know what's going on with the audio. Is Yan back?
Hello.
Hopefully Yan's back.
Hopefully Yan's back. All right. How do you decide where to put the pivot points, says Munzer.
So great question, and the simple answer is it's very contextual. It'll just depend on what you're trying to do at the time. However, to actually give you a proper answer, don't rely on the pivot point being what you're reflecting about. Use something else as a pivot point.
Okay, apparently. Oh, I'm back. Never mind.
So yes, it does depend on what you're trying to do, but in order to decide on a pivot point, use an external pivot point if you're unsure. Because otherwise, what are we going to open a door around? Well, you'd usually put maybe the pivot point at the bottom of the door, but that might not be a great place if you're trying to use an array modifier or a mirror modifier, because everything's going to be based around the origin of an object. So if you want full control over the origin of an object, use a different thing, an empty, for example, or another object to do reflectivity or whatever it is that you're doing. I'm just waiting for the Godot project to open up so we can show off how these assets are looking.
Drum roll. Okay, here they come. And let's see if I still have noises.
You still do have noises. However, I've turned off the annoying robot voice. I know what's happening now. So last week, when I set it all up for your stream, I obviously made some changes that I didn't think about when it came to our stream.
Yep.
Oh dear.
I mean, I keep muting and unmuting myself because of the power washing outside. Like, I don't know if people can hear it. I certainly can. It's very headache inducing.
Oh, throne room. Doing. Now, there is a chance that the settings that I changed have been overwritten. So I might have to have a look at that. Because this looks like it's just one room rolling into another.
No, they've not been overwritten. Go back to your tiles. I'll show you. I could show you how to reset them.
That'll be over in the inspector, won't it? I can click the little boop boop.
Yep.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, that's what I meant by I've overwritten the default settings.
The changes that you made have not been overwritten.
There we go.
By the way, the little shadow effect under the torches is completely coincidental. It's not a decal of an angel or a dragon or whatever you see. It's just the torch bracket.
I think it's the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, it looks like a.
Do you like the little volumetric fog body right in front of the door, by the way?
This guy here.
Just to give it a little bit of God ray.
Looks awesome. Can we use textures to define a God ray?
No. Well, yes, we could use a projector and a light.
Gotcha. Yes.
But right now we're just physically modeling it.
I want that. I want that room. So yes.
You have that room.
I want it now. So we've got fire that we have to walk through. And then we've got a couple of different rooms. We've got our throne room. I keep wanting to look up and down.
I know. I need to code that in. It's just not a priority just yet. So
It's also not a
to be honest,
first-person game. It feels
it
like
shouldn't.
Doom, right? Old
Yeah,
school.
it does. Like, I'm not going to worry too much about that till we get onto the
Pew, pew.
character course, because this first course is all about generating this dungeon.